Okay, so I'm going to show you how this works. So if you want to adjust it to use without putting coins in, I should be able to show you how that works. So this is the inside of the machine, and this should come up. Sometimes it's a little stuck, and this is not easy doing one-handed. Okay, I had to put the camera down and use both hands to really pull it in and pull it out. It's kind of on there good. But anyway, this was in here, and I just pulled it out that way. And this little piece here prevents the candy from getting stuck in the gear, this gear here. So that just slides into the little slot right there. Now, on this thing back here, this piece, when you turn, okay, this doesn't work. Okay, that's better. So the coin would go in here, and when you turn it, there's this metal piece in here that gets caught in the groove. So if you have a coin in there, it makes a nice smooth round circular area for the slot to not get caught in that groove. So here, let me put a coin in. Put a coin in there, and now the groove this doesn't get caught in the groove, and it just slides right over. And that's how that works. Otherwise, if there's no coin, then it gets caught in that groove, and I can't turn it anymore. So if you don't want to make it where it needs coins, if you want to make it so it doesn't need coins, you want to take this little screw off, a little bit at least, and this is how I found it actually. So I don't know if this is how it's actually supposed to work, but well, you could take that out if you want, or just yeah, I'd probably just suggest taking that out and maybe throwing it in there so you don't lose the piece. And that should work just fine. It'll just turn regularly. So it just seems kind of loose after that though, but I guess it's okay. But for now, I'm going to keep that in here so that it kind of helps you prevent the kids from getting into the candy machine too much. It goes flat like that. I'll screw that back on tight. Yeah, when I found it, this was actually just askew a little bit. So I don't know if you can actually do that, just make it askew. But I fixed it so that it would get caught in that. Okay, great. So now I'm going to slip this back on here. Get it in there. Okay. Now, this will slide through this notch here. This is the base, and you want to make sure obviously that fits there. Okay. The next thing that goes on is this piece here. This controls, you know, how much candy goes in, and this is set just right for these gumballs I'm going to put in here. But you should be able to adjust the width if you want more candy or less. You just loosen these screws, and you can turn this piece here so it makes a wider notch or a narrower notch. Okay, so that should fit in there just like that. And the next piece that goes on is this piece, and you want the flat, you know, floor part to be in the front, and then this part will be in the back, so it looks nicer. And ideally this would go in nice and easy. There we go. Then we have the sealer, and then we want to put in, I believe, that's this piece here. And then that goes there. Guess I need to move the camera up a little bit so you could see that. Okay. And then to be able to hold the base, the bottom of the base all together, we need the nut. We'll screw in there. And when you take this apart, you know, it's going to need a wrench to work that a little bit and get that out loose. I'll just give it a kind of There, now the base is on. Okay, and the next thing that will go on is the lid. And it's just a flathead, kind of a screw. You can actually buy locks if you want to go, I don't know where, but you can buy candy locks, candy machine locks, so that you can screw this down with the lid. And then there you have it. So it's stuck, but if we, oops, I didn't have the candy in there. Put the coin in, turn it, the candy comes out, and then it's stuck again. So that's how it works. So now I'm just going to show you, just how to fill it. This would be great for trail mix too, just anything that you want, the kids to have access to that's healthy. I don't think you're going to need to really take that apart unless you have some real bulky stuff. And actually, I bought these Home Run baseball bubble gum things that I'm going to put in here. But they're in packages and it gets stuck in there, so I actually have to take them out of the packages. So I'm just going to fill that up. Okay, so I finished filling all these little bubble gum pieces in here. And there you have it. And that is how this beautiful piece of machinery works. And I believe this is kind of vintage, so Lisa, since you're watching this video, I made this video for you. Hang on to this, and as the boys get older, keep it or give it back to me. Bye.